The goal of the program is to take these ideas about nanotechnology that are being developed in universities and industry and explain them to kids in elementary schools, the kind of level that they can understand and relate to.
The things that our scientists learn about nanotechnology can change your world. You already use stuff in your life that is based on nanotechnology, and we're going to talk about that too. All right, so let's start by learning what nanotechnology size-wise really is. All right, we're going to start off with nanometers are a part of the metric system. Now, are you ready for this? Are you going to say something? Okay. A nanometer is 1 billionth of a meter. Whoa! Shh. You guys, just so you get it, in this meter right here, there are a billion nanometers. A billion.
So a little, just like imagine a very small, very tiny finger, and you drag that across a surface. Then when an atom sticks out of the surface, your finger bumps up over it. You go, oh, there's an atom there. Oh, I can feel it. Of course, now we can't do that, but engineers at IBM and now elsewhere can build machines that can measure those atoms. So that answers your question. I see some 12-inch rulers here. This is a little 6-inch ruler. So what do you think's on the other side? If you turn it around, what do you think's on the other side?
Nanometer.
Well, why don't you spend a few minutes measuring things that you have, maybe a pencil. What's the diameter of it? Or your hand, and find out, try measuring things in nanometers.
Atoms and molecules. A meter is made up of a billion nanometers. Imagine comparing this meter stick to a super tiny nanometer is like comparing the width of the entire Earth.
Germs, that's a good one, yes. So bacteria or some viruses. Viruses are about as nice. Yeah, so good. We've got molecules, but water is another example. That's a very small molecule. Now these are silicon wafers. So silicon is what's sand made. Because if I get greasy spots on them, they don't look so pretty.
It's a mirror.
Ah, one side it's a mirror. All right. So this is what silicon looks like. That is silicon. Yeah, so Intel makes these wafers, and then they cut them into chips that are about as big as your little fingernail, and they put those inside your computers.
What is nanotechnology? And I think if you would ask any of our students prior to this curriculum being presented to our fourth graders, they would have the same answer. I don't know. A blank stare on their face. But indeed, nanotechnology is very important to the understanding of the components that make up our universe.
What do you guys think about nanotechnology?
Awesome! Awesome!
Yeah? Hey, Noelle, what did you learn?
I learned that they put silver in socks to make them not stink, and if you put them in the washing machine, it can go through our water and end up in our drinking water.
Interesting. Mary, what did you think?
I thought nanotechnology is cool. It was awesome. It's fun.
I thought the program was very informative. I think the kids learned a lot. Great details and transition. Really cool. The kids were into it. We had a lot of great activities and good examples. Everything from, worksheets to small discussions to small hands-on things like the socks and the rulers and the orange peel. That was neat. Even the visuals with the maps that you had, the charts that you had up on the board. The kids just seemed really into it.
They seemed very engaged, didn't they? They had lots of their hands were shooting up in the air, lots of questions.
They're an inquisitive group, but I think too at this age they're just so curious. I think that this program would work just about anywhere, really. I mean, and this generation is really a technology-based.
It is part of their everyday life, isn't it?
It really is.
Even if they don't realize it, it is every day. Well, good. So you'll have us back next year?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Technology.